Whether you realize it or not, and some of you may realize it, depending on how you resonate with this message, but you have reached a season in your life where it's not about how much endurance you have to survive the test of times. It's not about you needing to do more to receive more, and doing less means you're going to receive less. It's the total opposite. You've worked so hard. You've worked very hard, and a lot of you did it alone. Even when others around you wanted to support you, they had to beg for you to open your heart to receive. And this doesn't have to just be materially. This can be just having people in your presence to uplift you. Even receiving advice, because whereas yes, it's true, you want to make your own decisions. You are the main character in your life, right? But there are times where the Most High may send someone your way to just give you that nudge, just to redirect you in some type of way, just to offer assistance. Because we are not put on this earth to do everything alone. I don't care how much you want to do it that way, because what I'm getting is that you may be a person that struggles with accepting help. And rightfully so, because in the past, maybe when you did show vulnerability to ask for help while also taking accountability, you were shut down, you were pushed away, you were ignored. But that's the past. The past no longer exists. And this is what Spirit wants to show you. It's time to open your heart and receive what's here for you, what's meant for you. So I'm here to pull some tarot. I want Spirit to speak through me. If this message resonates, please stay, like, share, comment. And if it doesn't, it's okay to keep scrolling. Pull a few more. So I have the Tower, the Fool, and the Page of Wands reverse. And what I'm seeing here is that the old you is crumbling right now. And that's meant to happen, because you can't, just like they say, you can't take the past with you, the past people with you where you're going. That's the same thing for yourself. That's the same thing for your inner self. You cannot take the old you, who you were, the way you did things with you, into this new life. If you expect change to show up in your external reality, how do you expect to do that when you're trying to be who you were? It doesn't work that way. And it's easy, let's look at it like this. It's easier to cut people off, like when they do you wrong, they can't come with you where you're going. But you can't cut yourself off, because you're always with you. So you have to make that internal change. And with the Fool card here, I'm showing that this new you wants to take leaps, healthy risk, right? Well thought out risk, but not, don't overthink too much, right? Because you don't want to lose your way. And then once you lose your way, that can bring fear on, and then now you're running back to who you were so you can just feel some type of sense of comfort. The Fool wants you to take a chance. Let Spirit guide you. You know, if something doesn't go your way, that does not mean that you messed up, you made a wrong decision, because sometimes things like that turn out to be the best thing that happened for us while we're panicking. We're thinking we done screwed our life up, right? So let the wind brush across your face. Like, feel freedom, be freedom. Like, leap into that new reality that you want to show up, and do it with an open heart. you know? And it's okay if you're a bit nervous. It's okay where you have times where you feel like, uh-oh, I'm scared that, my heart may be broken again. However that resonate with you. It's okay. Just feel through it. And trust me, it will dwindle away, right? And don't put a time limit on that as well, because when we start, okay, if this is taking too long, we're putting a time limit on it. We're trying to control the outcome. We're trying to control how this goes. Like, just flow into it, because like I always say, in order to heal, you have to feel, right? So I'm getting that you're no longer supposed to be the student, right? And this is why this is happening, because what a lot of people don't know is that when you lock yourself in a box and you limit your abilities, and you don't want to learn anything new, you don't want to take any risks, you just want to do the same things the same way, just the remaining of your life, and you feel like you know it all and you got it all handled, you're really the student, because you're not learning anything new to pass down the information. So with this page of wands reverse, what I'm getting is that you are really the leader of your own life. You know the way, right? And when I say that, I don't mean it in like you know it all. I mean like trust yourself. The new decisions that you make, trust it. Even if it don't turn out the way you expect it, even if it don't look the way you wanted it to look, even if others outside of yourself criticize you, trust yourself, because within that is something that you're going to get, and that brings confidence. It builds strength. And I'm hearing for some of you, there are going to people that follow behind that. You will be the example. And this is why you're at this point in your life, but you couldn't do that in a box. You had to step outside into the unknown, which is a beautiful place. And at the beginning, it doesn't feel like it, but it's a beautiful place. And I want to pull, look at the bottom of the deck, the star. The star. This is beautiful. You're healing. Healing is a lifelong journey. I must say that. Healing is a lifelong journey. And you're at the point where you're like, okay, I'm getting the flow of it. Like, this change, it can rumble the foundation, but you're going to flow with it. That's what I'm getting. You're going to flow. You see how the water is just flowing? You're flowing. You're going to flow. You're going to flow. It looks like I may have to do a part 2, because I did want to do an Ask Your Guides. I wanted to pull from my Ask Your Guides tarot deck. So I'm going to actually do a part 2.